Hello, my gorgeous Scorpio. You know you better prepare for this month of December. I can tell you most certainly that the actual month of December is going to be the month you will remember for the rest of your life. My name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Scorpioni, and it's for December 2022. Your number in numerology is number 278. 278 is a really powerful number, and it's indicating the fact that you are going to be alerted this month. That's right, you are going to be alerted. You are going to need to make an important adjustment. There is something that was on your mind for such a long time. There is something that you started to work on, and it makes you feel really great. It makes you feel amazing. It makes you feel alive again. There are so many different stages that you're going through. Some of you are already like kind of halfway there, and some of you just already like kind of just started. And I'm talking about November being very strongly connected to the actual month of December. So there were lots of things that already started unfolding and happening to you, for you throughout the actual month of November, which all pointed towards the certain aspect of your life, how you want to do something, how you want to be somewhere, how you want to like kind of continue with something, which is absolutely fine. So my gorgeous Scorpioni are having a very strong connection in between November and December. November, when it comes to the direction being pointed at you, something that you have to carry on doing, something that you were doing and then you stopped, and now you need to carry on because it's to do with your soul call, it's to do with your soul purpose, it's to do with your spiritual journey. You're not going to be able to ignore this for the rest of your life because it's to do with who you are and what your job is on this earth. You see what I mean? The more unique you are, the more powerful you are going to be. The more strange you are, the more powerful you are going to be. But the problem is, by the time you get to the actual December 2022, you just need to remember there is a little problem here. The problem is going to be in the detail. The little devil is going to be in the detail. And what the little devil I'm talking about? So everything that was on your mind was just a right. The past that you have found yourself was just a right, something that inspired you like quite a lot throughout the month of November. Now in December, you're still going to be thinking about it. That's all absolutely fine. But there is an important adjustment that you're going to need to make. And this in itself, it's on one hand to do with you having a confirmation that what was on your mind and what you were wondering whether you should do this or not, the most certainly the answer is yes. So why the devil is in the detail? Well, because there is something that you need to change. There is something like that you need to do differently in order to get where you want to get. And this devil in the detail is going to be pretty much so highlighted at around the 17th of December, when some really big part of your life becomes true. Some part of your life that you were only dreaming about is about to start to become reality. It's like a really big wish, a really big dream. And at that moment in time, when that part of your life becomes true at around the 17th of December 2022, that in itself, it's also going to make you aware what do you need to change with that plan, with that process. So you stay where you are, but that in itself on the 17th, the fact that there's something it's going to come through, come forward, something it's going to manifest for you, this is so big, this is so important, that in itself it's going to answer your question exactly where the devil in the detail is, where the devil in the detail was. And this is something that you are going to need to change. So naturally this is going to come to you, so you're not going to have to think too much. This is all going to become quite obvious and evident. So by the time you get to the last 7 days of December, you're going to be making one of the most important decisions of your life, my gorgeous Scorpione, but it's going to be different to what you would normally think that it's actually going to be, because of the experience that you've been through, that you've gone through, and because of what is actually going to happen to you on the 17th of December. It's going to make you aware of something that you've learned. So what you've learned is going to make you aware of the devil in the details. So you see what I mean? So you are going to be able to protect yourself in the future. It's like, wow, wow, a wow. And also, my gorgeous Scorpioni, ignoring this bloody bastard here, this devilish little person, this devil. It's not like a devilish person, it's more like a devil in the detail. This is going to be absolutely obvious to you. You will know what am I talking about. But at the same time, you know what I need to stress to you, that this aspect of your life, so something that inspired you within the month of November, you've realized this already, that you want to do something, but this in itself, it's you coming back home to yourself. So at some moments in time, you either wanted to try this, you either tried this, but it didn't work, but now this is going to be highlighted. The worth to mention is that this is going to bring the greatest success into your life. Not only you're doing what you should be doing when it comes to your spiritual journey, but when it comes to finances and success, this is something that you are going to be able to see the outcome already at around May and June 2023. So the actual May and June 2023 are going to bring so much into your life. You know, there is so much already going to be around you that you couldn't even kind of like a dream about at this stage, but you will see exactly what I mean. You just have to, you need to let things to happen naturally, but you also at the same time, you need to be really, really clever and pay attention to what's happening around you along the way, so you don't miss on the learning process as well that we are being blessed with and showered, spiritually showered with, which on one hand makes us stronger, but then on another hand, it's really kind of primarily responsible for us to evolving in the right way on our spiritual journey. Otherwise, we're only going to be slowed down and keep on going back to the same points of our lives until we kind of get the lessons and until we learn what we're actually meant to learn, because you will see that you've learned something really, really big. And also, my gorgeous Scorpioni, what I really like, it's basically that, you know, you are going to find yourself on probably one of the most powerful spiritual quests of your life. Do you know what? At around the mid-December, like I would say in between the 14th of December and the 25th of December in particular, you know, in between the 14th and the 25th of December in particular, you're just gonna like really gonna start becoming very annoyed with certain things in your life. Maybe a little bit annoyed with yourself why you haven't done anything about those things that are really making you so bored. And suddenly all those aspects of your life that don't make sense are going to be highlighted. All those aspects of your life that are making you so bored and negative are going to be highlighted. So this means that you're going to find yourself on a spiritual quest. You will want to move on and you will want more out of life. But I need you to understand this. I want you to understand this, that when that happens, you're also this is going to bring you one of the biggest reasons for celebration in your life. Once you find yourself on a spiritual quest, it's not about what you're bored of, it's not about what came to an end, but it's about what is on your mind. It's about what are you thinking in terms of the next step. It's about the ideas, the realizations that you are going to have. This is going to be big, because all those ideas and realizations that are keep on driving you forward at that moment in time, it's going to make you to kind of have one of the biggest celebrations of your life, because of your own success, but also because of your, it's not only about money and things like that, but it's a lot to do with your emotions, you know, it's a lot to do with your spirituality, it's a lot to do with you finally feeling complete. You know, it's gonna lead towards, you know, it's gonna start, look at this, it's gonna start like a spiritual questito. It's gonna start like a little spiritual questito, and it's going to end up, so it's not like you're aware of like what gets on your nerves and what really kind of you are really bored with, and that means that your soul needs more, your spirit needs more. There is more and more and more a room for growth in terms of your spirituality, and this is going to become obvious, and it's going to lead towards you having one of the biggest celebrations of your life. life. So this is what I need you to understand. So on one hand, okay, it's highlighted what you don't want in your life anymore, what came to an end, but it's more about all the ideas and realization that are going to be keep on driving you forward, you know, at the same time, that are going to be keep on answering your questions as well, you know, which way to go after this moment in time, indeed. And also, my gorgeous Scorpione, it's just like, this is remarkable. You just need to like give it a time a little bit, because you know, completely what I really like when it comes to the actual 1st of December, when it comes to the 10th of December, and when it comes to the 20th of December, you need to pay attention to what is actually going to happen on these 3 days, within these 3 days. 3 completely different mamas, you know, 3 completely different days for sure. But it's all going to be kind of keep on pointing towards the same thing until the end of the day. And what is the same thing? Something that is so sacred to you. You know, and also, you know, when it comes to these days that I've mentioned, okay, so it's the 1st of December, 10th of December, and the 20th of December, 3 completely different days that are going to bring 3 completely surprising situations. 3 completely different days that are going to bring 3 completely surprising situations. These surprising situations are going to be mind-blowing, and they're going to be 3 completely different things. 3 completely different things, but it's all going to surprise you. But at the end of the day, it's going to be pointed towards something specific about yourself, some kind of sacred gift, something very special about you, something very beautiful about you, something very unique about you, something that is so personal to you, something that is so important to you, something that only you understand, something that only you can understand, my gorgeous Scorpione. So this is what I'm talking about, a sacred gift. This is going to be highlighted. You need to take this on the next level of your life. Do you understand me? You need to take this on the next stage of your life. This sacred gift is like a must, because that in itself, it's like literally going to make you more excited about life, more excited about everything. The more you think about that sacred gift, the more things are going to make sense. The more you think about that sacred gift, something that you're extremely good at, something that make you feel so good, the more you think about it, the more everything is going to make sense in your life. Things, you know, there is so much going to be on your mind, why certain things happen in a really strange and bizarre and weird way. All the weirdness is going to be like kind of like really obvious to you, weird things that happen to you, and why certain people would think that you're weird. The weirder you are, the more powerful you are. The weirder you are, the more you're allowing yourself to be yourself. What is normal? Who is normal? Conditioned people, brainwashed people. Who is normal? What is normal? The normal is you following your passion and doing like the most out of your spiritual journey. And this is exactly what am I talking about. Your sacred gift is going to be highlighted, what you should be doing, what you should be taking on the next level of your life. And even more so, just few days after that moment in time, you're just going to like literally wake up and something is going to be on your mind, and you're going to realize, oh my God, I've been prepared for this for such a long time, you know. But at the same time, it's like basically, as the more the time goes by, the more ambitious you're going to become, the more driven you're going to become, the more confident about your success you are going to become. It's almost as it's like this little sacred gift, that something really that you're really good at. It's also going to be like the last little bit of like a puzzle, the last puzzle which is about to fall. And once that last puzzle is fallen, you know, once it gets into the place, you know, the picture is going to be like a completely different from what you thought. And once you realize what you are seeing, this is going to be your new life, my gorgeous Scorpione, literally. So it's all going to lead towards you feeling so ambitious and so driven and confident about a certain success in your life, and knowing exactly which next step do you need to make. That in itself is going to put you in a bit of like a limbo, in a bit of like a kind kind of like, oh my God, I'm going to need to make a difficult choice. I'm going to need to make a difficult choice. And the difficult choice that you're going to need to make, it's only going to be difficult because you are going to be facing a variety of opportunities, variety of options here after that moment in time. And when it comes to making a difficult choice, well, you need to remember, if you must not go to the life that like hurt you, do not go back to those things in life that hurt you. Do not go back to those things in life that already made you uncomfortable, unhappy, heartbroken. So this is what you need to stay away from, because you're still going to be like, oh my God, it's only the difficult choice because you're still going to be like kind of holding back, you know, to the specific part of your life that came to an end, that used to be feel so passionate about. But you know what? Things change. People change. We change through our experiences in life. And this is going to become obvious here indeed. So when you are like kind of facing this variety of options, you know, just like make it easier for yourself and do not go back that already to those things that already hurt you, that made you feel unhappy. And also, when you are making a difficult decision, there is some really male powerful person, very powerful male, quirky, different, strange, unusual, successful person. When it comes to that man's spirituality, he is just being himself completely. When it comes to the success in general, this man is being himself completely, and this man really inspires you, and this man has been inspiring you for such a long time. So this man is also going to open your mind, because at the time when you are making a difficult choice before the end of December, that man is going to pop into your mind, and through that man you will understand on one hand that, you know, the worst is already over, but on another hand, through that man you're also going to understand somehow that, you know, what you're doing right now, it's going to bring an amazing victory into your life, an amazing recognition. You will know that you will get recognized through that man. You know, you will understand yourself exactly what do you need to do in terms of like you getting recognized for what you're doing right now, but also at the same time you will understand that you know exactly which choice to make in order to get the most of your own victory, because this is all going to lead towards your own victory, my gorgeous Scorpione, which is going to reflect on your finances, financial situation, but you're also going to be able to buy something so important, so big and so huge to afford. I'm not saying that you weren't able to afford things, but it's all gonna kind of make you so much more successful, because you are gonna be able to kind of buy something really big for yourself that you weren't able to buy before, or maybe you just didn't think the time it's right. So now you will see it's all gonna start kind of falling into the places, and you are absolutely going to love this no matter what. Now, my gorgeous Scorpione, I'm just going to see nutritionally what you're going to actually need. I highly suggest you to take something like natural vitamin D3, which is going to boost your immune system, and it's also going to be superb when it comes to your bones, because your bones, especially in your hands, are going to be quite sensitive, and you are going to find this. So I highly recommend you my own brand, of course, of natural vitamin D3 in combination with the zinc picolinate. Zinc picolinate, it's a remarkable when it comes to boosting our immune system, but also it's remarkable when it comes to skin, hair and nails as well. And so I suggest you to get a natural zinc and vitamin D3. And also the third thing that I highly suggest you to actually keep on taking is organic chlorella. And you know why? Because we've got metals everywhere. Metals are in the ground, in the soil, in the sky. Dangerous metals are absolutely everywhere. So what is organic chlorella going to do? But organic chlorella has got the power to detoxify our body from all these dangerous metals. It has been proven over and over and over again, especially when it comes to organic chlorella. It's also rich in omega-3 essential fatty acids that our body cannot produce by itself, but it's super essential, and it's rich in protein. So organic chlorella, natural vitamin D3 and natural zinc is what I recommend. And if you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant, if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor or GP whether this will interact with your existing medications or not. And also, if you would like to buy these vitamins, the link is in the description below, or you can simply go on Google and just type in Sasha Bonasin vitamins, and you will be able to see my vitamins coming up that way as well. The very first of December, you need to remember one specific thing before I go any further. The very first of December, you need to understand, now it's time, 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 now it's time to lead the way. Now it's time to lead the way, my gorgeous Scorpioni. Be a leader of your life. Show others how it's done, and at the same time, you're also helping others without even knowing, without even realizing. This is very important, because somebody in your life who is very vulnerable, a younger person, is losing themselves a little bit, just a little bit. It happens. And now that person is also going to gather and gain strength from you, from your power. And especially when it comes to their sensitivity in life, they are going to find you absolutely like, oh my God, a life changing. So what this has to do with you? Well, this is to do with somebody in your life who you love and who means to you so much, but it's the vulnerable person, perhaps somebody younger, or we are talking about a younger spirit who is a kind of maybe just a little bit suffering in silence at the moment. They're going through something very difficult, and you don't need to do much when it comes to that person, but just kind of be the leader of your life so they can pick up on this wonderful vibration, and it's going to change their life literally. And on another hand, on the 1st of December, my gorgeous Scorpioni, you're also going to like, you know what, this is brilliant, because from the 1st of December the energy is going to feel completely different to the actual energy of November. And although it's such a strong connection in between these 2 months, especially when it comes to you, but you will be able to notice immediately the energy is going to be different. You will be able to see so much clearer, you will be able to think so much clearer, and you're going to find yourself working on something so important to you, because I know that you're going to be working on something. This is a very special energy I'm talking about, and the vibration is going to be very unique, and concentration levels are going to be really high. Well, you need to understand that you have to stay committed to this as long as you possibly can. What you're going to be working on, it's something that you need to work on at this stage in your life for as long as you possibly can, because it is going to lead towards your own courage, towards your own self-esteem. You're going to realize something so specific about yourself within the first 21 days after that moment in time, while you're committed to this task at hand, for example. But at the same time, this is going to lead towards your own independence indeed. And even more so, it's not only about you working on something really important, it's not only about the concentration levels, like, you know, like being so sharp, but at the same time, this is not only going to lead towards your own independence, but also it's going to increase your courage, as I said, but also it's going to provide you with the vision, how you want your life to be. This vision is so important, how you want your life to be. You know, there are so many ideas that you are going to have, and these ideas are so important because these ideas are also not only going to make your quality of life so much better, but are also going to start kind of the process of like a new people, very interesting, like people are coming into your life, you know, as well. This is going to start the process of like a new people coming into your life, but at the same time, this is all gonna lead towards you feeling so brave and so strong, especially when it comes to like a certain things that have been on your mind that you wanted to do, but you just didn't know how to do it, you know. So this is all gonna kind of answer so many questions to you indeed, my gorgeous Scorpioni. And look at this, this is gonna answer so many questions to you, and it's gonna lead towards this, look, okay. And this one it's going to lead towards you realizing that you've got absolutely everything you need in order to make the necessary step. You see what I mean? You see the way things are going to work out? You're going to realize that you've got everything that you actually need in order to make the necessary step. And there is going to be very unusual and unique sign that you're going to have at that time as well. And that sign couldn't have happened at a better time, because it's going to make you aware of the fact to be patient, you know, to be patient at this stage of your life. Don't expect things to happen overnight. I'm not saying that you would, but you know what I mean? It's always a little bit of a guidance like this is fantastic, you know, because it helps you like to kind of go through things that you kind of normally would, you know, that would normally kind of slow you down. Indeed. And also, my gorgeous Scorpioni, I was going to recommend you something like this gorgeous ruby fuchsite. Look how beautiful this is. Absolutely gorgeous underneath my plant. Hello, love. Absolutely. Hello, love. What are you doing? What's up? Yeah, you see this? Yeah, it's all right. I'm just like communicating to my plant. Yeah. So it's like you see this ruby fuchsite. It's absolutely gorgeous pastel colors. And this is a must when it comes to the actual love and positive growth in our lives. You know, it's superb for balance when it comes to strength and self-love, but also like kind of brings courage into our lives as well. But especially when it comes to self-love and things like that, it's so important, you know, because if we don't love ourselves, I'm not saying you don't love yourself, but if we don't love ourselves, you know, we project a very unusual energy, and then how is anybody else going to love us if we don't love ourselves, you know? I'm not saying that you don't love yourself, but I'm just saying when you wear this, you protect a very powerful energy that makes you unique and strong in its own way, and people kind of appreciate you more. You know, when you wear this pendant, you know, people appreciate you more, people understand you more, people understand completely where you're coming from if you are trying to explain something really, really difficult. But if you are trying to gain a respect from certain people, like, and of course there could be so many reasons why you would want to do so, you know, then you just wear this and it instantly kind of changes your vibration, and it becomes like not authoritative, but like just someone very powerful and sharp, you know, and that always helps, you know, when it comes to our own elevation through our people's eyes. It depends what we are doing and what we are focusing on, what we are trying to achieve. Indeed. So this gorgeous ruby fuchsite comes with a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. So by buying from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well, so thank you very much, I have to say that. And also what else I was going to say, yes, the second important date is going to be on the 11th of the actual December. Now on the 11th of December, my gorgeous Scorpione, you know, you are really for the first time like in your life, there was something that was worrying you, there was something that was draining you so much, there was something that was giving you sleepless nights for way too long. Every single time when you would try to relax, chill out and have a great time like with yourself, you couldn't, because there was something at the back of your mind that was always draining your energy. Something was left resolved, and that in itself, it was just left you with no option but, you know, like to wait. It's to do with timing and timing and timing, and you were worried about this so much. If you don't even know what am I talking about, on the 11th of December, this is going to become absolutely obvious, because you're gonna get a message, you're gonna get some kind of a phone call, maybe even an email, and what this message is going to make you aware of, that, you know, like some kind of like what this message is going to make you aware of, it's some kind of like a realization. You're going to realize something about yourself, and then this in itself is going to make you aware of the fact that, you know, something really bad is like this is coming to an end. On one hand, what you were worrying about, you don't have to worry about this whatsoever. So I can see the strength that you are going to get, I can see the confidence, your self-esteem, and for the first time in your life, you are going to have a control over the situation that was making you worried, and it was draining your energy to the point where it affected your decisions. You know, you were just slowed down so much because of this, and this was even affecting your like a decision making, like when it comes to your future. Sometimes it affects us so much that we don't understand how much it actually affects us until we reach the point in our lives and we realize that now we are having control over this. Because what you're going to realize, it's going to be very good news, it's very positive news, and for the first time ever you will be able to see that you are coming out of this. So you're going to have a control over a situation which is going to make you aware of like, oh hallelujah, I'm going to be able to come up with the plan. So now it's all about you understanding that you need to come up with the plan when it comes to your future. And as soon as you start thinking about the plan when it comes to your future, you will see that February is going to be playing a really important role. Whatever is on your mind, February 2023 indeed need, it's going to be playing an important role when you're going to be able to see this like kind of plan coming into the actual action already and manifesting in itself. So you will see what I mean. So, but also as soon as you start thinking about this, like kind of the fact that you need to kind of develop a clear plan, you will know what that is, an opportunity. Something is gonna come to you, and you're gonna become aware of the opportunity, and that opportunity that you're gonna become aware of, that realization, no opportunity, but what you need to do when it comes to developing clear plans, when it comes to you developing a clear plan, it's going to come, like you're gonna realize, like it's gonna come to you, and you know how it's gonna, how is all this gonna start, because you will want to prevent the tower that happened already, a very bad and negative situation. It's going to be on your mind, and that bad and negative situation is going to be the driving force that is going to make you aware of exactly which opportunity, which option to actually go for, what to do when it comes to developing this plan. You will know exactly what to do by not wanting to repeat some kind of tower situation from before, because almost immediately you would kind of want to go the certain road, and then suddenly, oh no baby, no, I can't do that, because it's something bad is going to happen again. I'm going to have like a tower, and that is going to make you aware of some kind of process, something that you learned from not that long ago that happened to you, and this is really nicely going to pull you back, center you, and ground you at the time when you need this the most. And this is how you're going to know how you're going to do this plan. It's further away from things that you've been doing that caused a bit of like a tower in your life beforehand. You see what I mean? It's going to come into an effect like what you've actually learned in terms of your own spiritual guidance and understanding, your own spiritual journey in your own way. It's exactly what is going to lead towards an ultimate reward in life. Okay, and also my gorgeous Scorpioni, another thing I was going to recommend you would be this beautiful purple moss agate. Absolutely gorgeous, brings wisdom, a power, a healing and peace into your life. But why I really like this pendant, this crystal, it's one of the most powerful crystals. Why? Because it makes us extremely wise almost immediately. You put this on and you're like a big mama of wiseness. Do you know what I mean? You put this on and almost instantly you become really deep, you become really wise. You talk about something really deep and wise and spiritual, or whatever you talk about, and you go so much further. Or if you want to understand someone really extremely wise as much as you possibly can, someone providing you so much information, then at the same time you wear this purple moss agate, and it just opens you up so nicely without you even realizing. You just like keep so much at the back of your subconscious mind, and it comes out at the time when you need it the most. Certain things that we may not kind of be aware of almost immediately, but we just kind of learn on our spiritual journey, and it's just so difficult to kind of keep on reminding ourselves to kind of go to the certain spots of our lives in order to see what we learned in terms of the actual lesson. When you wear this gorgeous purple moss agate, almost immediately it's like kind of brings this wiseness within you, and you can just use this in so many different ways in order to understand people, in order to express yourself, in order to kind of understand certain things that you're working at the moment, in order to like kind of make the best possible decisions. There is so much that really comes with it, and almost instantly it makes you wise. This gorgeous purple moss agate comes with sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. Okay, so now the third important date, my gorgeous Scorpioni, will be on the 30th of December. Now you need to be honest here with yourself, because honesty is the only way to be. So you, on one hand, you need to be honest with yourself, and you need to understand that there is no need to fear. Okay, you need to understand how powerful you are, because you're going to be dealing with situation that is going to make you feel a little bit defensive. And why you're going to feel defensive? Because you will understand exactly which aspect of your life came to an end. But you will understand this exactly on the 30th of December, which aspect of your life is going to come to an end. But this is when you need to be honest with yourself, because if you're still going to be like kind of defensive, oh no, it's not. But you need to be honest with yourself. And I know it's hard sometimes, because sometimes, when we are really working so hard on certain aspect of our lives, and we became so passionate unfortunately becomes a strong part of us, and it's very difficult to let go. So you need to let go of something without feeling so kind of like defensive here, and you need to understand that as soon as you come to terms that something came to an end, like almost couple of days after that moment in time, there is a discontinuance of something came to an end. But what you're not going to understand that something much better is coming, but it's not going to come until you stop with this. You will see what I mean, because only a couple of days after that moment in time, you are going to have a fresh inspiration and enthusiasm, because there is something that is going to be on your mind that you want to explore like there is no tomorrow. And this in itself is going to come to you completely out of the blue, and it is going to be a very strong part of the brand new direction in life. And this in itself is just all about like kind of like it's going to immediately put you in the mode where you're going to have so many ideas, but you're also going to be thinking quite a lot what you have actually learned over the last 2 or 3 years. Now this is going to make you feel on one hand even more curious, but on another hand even more adamant to actually take this on. But you need to understand that take this on, meaning that it's just this new direction that is actually going to come out of it, but it's not going to come until you're honest with yourself. So you have to be honest with yourself, and the bottom line is that new direction that you are going to become a part of, it could be brand new direction, just one, but then again it could be an element that you just need to bring into your life. It really depends where you are at now, at the moment, and what's going on and what's happening in your life. But at the same time, you need to understand that this is also going to bring you an amazing accomplishment, a victory, a success into your life. Financially, this is going to be amazing. When it comes to your happiness, this is going to be amazing. When it comes to your optimism, this is going to be amazing. When it comes to like you benefiting from a brand new direction in life, this is, my gorgeous Scorpione, going to be absolutely life-changing for you indeed. So now I'm just going to see briefly what is going to happen in the first part of December, mid part of December, and the last part of December. Just briefly, the first part of December, you're just gonna feel so enthusiastic, and you are going to feel so enthusiastic about you wanting to be independent. Okay, this is important, and you should just go with it. Go with those things that make you feel enthusiastic. It is important. The mid part of December is going to show you exactly what do you need to do, like which part of your life do you need to nurture more. And this is a lot to do with work-life balance on one hand, but it's a lot to do with you thinking spiritually, what's the next step? What do you need to explore in terms of your own spirituality? Because you're going to feel as deep as you've never felt before. And that's a clear sign and indication that you're spiritually evolving. And this is about to change your whole life. So you just have to go with it. One thing is going to lead into another. The last part of this month, my gorgeous Scorpione, it's brilliant. You will see exactly where are you making progress in your life, and where are you making progress in your life. This is also going to show you what is next for like an expansion, for example. But most importantly, where you become aware of, like where you are making a progress in your life, my gorgeous Scorpione, at the end of this month. This is something that you need to really commit to. Okay? But this is not going to be difficult for you to do, because all you're going to be thinking about is like, you're looking forward towards this. You're looking forward towards this. So this is not going to be difficult for you to do whatsoever. So now, my gorgeous Scorpione, I'm just going to see what is going to happen to those of you in relationship and those of you who are single. So for those of you in relationship, I like this a lot, because you both seem to have been quite unhappy lately, especially when it comes to the last 2 years, I would say. I'm not saying that you were miserable and sad for the last 2 years, don't get me wrong, but it's just that your life was affected a bit too much, with a lot that was happening on the outside affected you. It affected your lifestyle in a way, it affected your happiness in a way, it affected your emotions in a way, because you just ended up having so many ideas. What do you want to do with an important aspect of your life when it comes to your future planning? You had so many ideas what to do, something to do with the future planning, quite a lot. And then suddenly, bum, bum, boom, it just all kind of went down, and it all went kind of in this, like a very much so stationary mode. So now, for the first time after a couple of years, my gorgeous Scorpione, for the first time after a couple of years, something is going to change. Something is going to happen, and it's all going to start happening with a quite interesting message that you're both going to get from someone who means to you so much, like a really great friend, special friend, or a family member. You're going to get an important message, and that message is going to change everything, because it's going to make you realize that now the time is right. The time is right for you to carry on. You need to carry on with an important plan as the couple. This is so important, and it's to do with your future. But even more so, you will know exactly how to do that and what to do in order to like kind of turn your goals into the actual reality. Okay, so this is important, because now this is probably one of the important months when it comes to the couples, especially when it comes to do with you continuing with something that means to you so much, to both of you, and you knew they were affected by it, but you were just waiting for the right time. So the right time is coming, and this is brilliant. For those of you, my gorgeous Scorpioni, who are single, and hello my love, who are single and ready to mingy, my gorgeous Scorpioni, you know what, I like this so much, because there is someone very interesting about to come into your life, and you know, this is someone who you're gonna like and you're gonna fancy, and it's like a little bit different to who you would normally go for, who you would normally like, or who you would normally fancy. There is something so different about that person, and is if you see that person on the outside, if you see that person around you, you wouldn't even notice them. But now it's gonna happen like through the power of the destiny, baby. There's a lot that destiny has to do with this, my gorgeous Scorpione, indeed. So, you know, and the reason why is because you are going to see that person, and there's nothing going to be to it, but to that person, and then you start talking, and then it's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, that person is somehow going to change your life just by them making themselves known, just by them talking. They're going to inspire you so much. They're going to inspire you. They're going to make you aware of how much you want to change your life. And you know what? That this is not the person who you are going to end up to be with. Listen to me, this is not the person who you're going to end up to be with, but that person is going to play a key role when it comes to your understanding and realizing that now finally you're ready. So you're going to come across that person, you're going to meet this special person. It will be somebody who you wouldn't normally like, somebody who you wouldn't normally fancy, and somebody that you wouldn't normally go for. And you're going to start talking to that person in December, and that person is like, the more you talk to this person, the more like, hello my love, the more like Vavumish vibration you're going to feel. The more you talk to that person, the more awake you're going to feel. The more you talk to that person, the more rejuvenating you're going to feel. And when that person touches you, maybe just touch your hand a little bit, because you are going to find their vibration so beneficial. Something is going to happen. They're either going to touch you, they're either going to come really close to you, but you're going to like it. My gorgeous Scorpione, don't pretend. You're going to like it, you know, you're going to like it a lot. But it's not about that person. It's about like you having an experience through that person. You're going to remind yourself of how much you miss certain things in life. You're going to remind yourself how you know, how much you miss certain things in life, how much you miss certain vibrations, how much you miss certain moments, and then you're going to be asking yourself, why am I not doing anything about it? This person is not someone who you're going to end up to be with, but through this person you're going to open up. This person is going to play just as an important a role as like any other person that you would end up with, you know. So it's not someone who you would normally go for, but you will find this person ridiculously attractive, and that energy and that passion, it's what you needed, you know, in order to unlock yourself. Something is about to be unlocked, and it's never going to be locked ever again. This is the moment where you are going to like really find out a certain truth about yourself, but also it's going to be the turning point in your life. After this moment in time, only after this moment in time, you are going to be ready to let in someone special. But this person is going to let in someone very special into your life. But this person is indeed going to play a key role. You can call this person an angel if you wish. Seriously, there is something that is going to happen here, like, which is going to be absolutely mind-blowing indeed. Okay, my gorgeous Scorpioni, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.